Yo, 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 yo. Salute, salute, salute. What's going on, people? It's your boy Jay Jordan back again with another WNBA live stream. Hope everyone is doing well on this Tuesday evening. Well, we have the second game of the day about to happen in the next few minutes. It's the Washington Mystics versus the Toronto Tempo. These two teams have faced off already. Sonia Citron hit the buzzer beater in their last game. That was Washington won 86-85. This is the second time they're facing off this season. Washington leads the season series 2-0. Shout out to the people on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. Hope everyone is doing well. All right. Let me just make sure I got everything where I need it to be. Cool. Let's get into the starting lineups for both teams. For the Washington Mystics, we got Georgia Amore, Sonia Citron, Michaela Onyenwere, Kiki Rice, and Shakira Austin. On the bench, you got Lauren Betts, Angela Dugalich, Cody McMahon, Alicia Flores, Lucy Olsen, Cass Prosper, and Rory Harmon. For the Toronto Tempo, let me just verify I got the right lineup. Toronto, they're starting Julie Alamon, Marina Mabrey, Maria Conde, Laura Euskaita, and Izzy Harrison. They still have a number of players out in Kiki Rice, Temi Fagbenle, Brittney, Sykes, to name a few. Hutch, salute, salute. What's going on, my friend? Hope all is well. Salute, salute. Damn. What's up, Mads? Yeah, I got back in time to stream. For those who didn't know, I made an impromptu trip up to Uncasville today. I had the day off. I start my work trip tomorrow. I had a day off, so I took mom and we drove the 2 hours up to Uncasville, Connecticut to go watch the Connecticut Sun and the Portland Fire. That was my first time to Mohegan Sun to watch a game. I always wanted to go watch a game before the team gets moved to Houston next season. So last night watching some of the games, and I saw tickets for dirt cheap, and so we took the trip up there. Good game. Came down to the last possession. The Sun ended up winning that game 90-87. So it was a really good game. Then I drove back down 2 hours back down to New York. And here we are streaming. Chemo, what's going on? Salute, salute. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Friday game starts at 7 p.m. on NBA TV. That's where I'm going to be watching it. I'll be watching it on NBA TV. Let me know in the comments, in the poll, in the chat, what do you think? Who you think is going to win tonight's game? Mystics versus Tempo. Mystics versus Tempo. Yeah, Hutch. It was one of those camp day games. There was a bunch of summer camp kids there. It was actually pretty annoying. They were just yelling the whole time. Yeah, they even had like a section where they wanted them to scream. It was like screaming kid time or something like that, and the kids was just screaming all for like 2 minutes straight. It was blowing my mind. At halftime, I'll show some of the pictures that I took during the game. I'll show you guys some of the pictures I took, and I'm gonna come out with a vlog. I'm not a vlogger, but I did do a vlog style video, or take some vlog style clips of my day trip up to Uncasville. That'll be coming out sometime this week. So stay tapped in. Ronnie says Tempo got that game. Got this game. What's up, George? What am I playing? I'm not playing no game. This is just play-by-play of the game coming up. Salute Terry, got you. And Mystics, got you. Durston, what's going on? Salute, salute. Yep, it was great. Salute, salute. Appreciate you tuning in. What is TikTok saying? TikTok always saying some foolishness. Do I think the Tempo can win? Jose asked me. Yeah, I think they can. They just coming off beating the Liberty on what day was that? The day I got so mad I just got off the stream. When they lost. It was 2 days ago. So they're just coming off a win against the Liberty. That game was on the 12th. Yeah, 2 days ago. Tempo have only won 1 out of their last 5, and of course that one win was against the Liberty. The Mystics, they've won 3 out of their last 5. Their last win was against the Storm on that same day on the 12th. Yeah, Hutch, that was the shoe game. That was the shoe game. Yeah, Mads, of course you got to go with your Mystics. George, I'm good, my friend. I am good. What's up, Pam? Good to see you. Hope Lauren Best gets the SB for best college female athlete. Didn't the SBs happen already? I'm not tapped in with award shows. Back in the day, I used to watch all of them. Now, I don't watch any award shows like that. I just get the results afterwards. So I'm not super tapped in. But let's see. This is the only game that's happening tonight. We only had 2 games on the schedule today. So after this, I'm gonna get off, go pack, and then I'm off to another work trip tomorrow morning. We'll go over the upcoming schedule for some of these games. We're about a week away from the All-Star break. Next Tuesday will be the final day before the players have about 5-6 days off for All-Star weekend. I will be there on work business. I won't be there as a fan. But if you join the Discord, I'll post some pictures in there. Post my endeavors throughout All-Star weekend. So Discord link is in the YouTube description and it's on the top of your screen. If you're watching on vertical, type in that link. We watch the games live in there when I'm not streaming. Nice community, dope community in there. Oh, it's tomorrow, Pam? Damn, see, that's how not locked in I am on these award show things. I didn't even know it was in New York City, to be completely honest with you. Um, all right, so we're about 2 minutes away from this game starting. On the drive down, I was listening to the another YouTube content creator, who was doing the play-by-play for the Spain and France game. So I did not get to watch any of it. Unfortunately, I had France winning, and France didn't even score a goal. Spain ends up winning 2-0, and they move on to the World Cup final. That takes place here in the New York, New Jersey area. We'll see who wins out of Argentina and England tomorrow, to face them in the World Cup final. So we shall see there. Yeah, definitely Hutch be like that. But Mbappe is one of my favorite players. So I was hoping he can make his 3rd straight World Cup final. But it wasn't meant to be. From what they were describing, they were just outplayed in every facet of the game. Spain is a well-oiled machine. What's up, Conlan? 2 years ago, the Sun and New York Liberty played an 11 a.m. game in Uncasville, where both teams were 17-4. Was worthy of a primetime game. Yeah, I think they're starting to move move away from the camp games. I think there's only two camp games this year, if I looked at the schedule right. I think Chicago has one coming up, and Connecticut has theirs today. Segment salute for the sub. Salute. I think now we're just 1 sub away from 1,800 subs on the channel. Let me verify before I start spreading rumors. Yeah, we're at 1,799. Who's gonna be that 1,800 sub? Hey mom, great trip today. I'm glad you were able to come with me. My mom's my WNBA buddy. Anytime we go to games, we go to the Liberty games all the time together, and then she was able to come with me to this game. Salute, moms. Are they streaming the live game anywhere? Yeah, you'll find it on YouTube somewhere. Somebody will have it up eventually. Just not this channel. Because I do anything wrong on this channel, they just pack me up and give me a warning. These other channels, they get away with it all the time. They get away with it all the time. All right. Oh snap! Let me see if it's on League Pass now. They said this broadcast is unavailable in my area. Let me see if it popped up on. Oh, there we are. All right, cool. I forgot NBA TV with their blackouts. All right, so broadcast is starting here. As I mentioned, Sonia Citron hit the game winner last time these two teams met. Let's see if she can repeat. Let's see if it gets to that point, or if the game goes in a totally different area. This game is live from Toronto this time, not Montreal. They were Toronto. The Tempo were on their Canada tour. They played their previous two games in Montreal against the Wings and against the Liberty, where there were some nice sellouts there as well. Word, yeah, what Hutch said. It's also be shown on Monumental and whatever, and TSN probably. I think that's what it is in Toronto, TSN. Yeah, I have League Pass, so that's where I'm watching it now. I had to get off the NBA TV. I don't know why it was blacked out. That was a little weird, but it is what it is. But I have it up here, so we're good to go. Let me know your thoughts. Who you think's gonna win this game? 71% of y'all so far say Mystics in the poll on YouTube. So we shall see if you guys are right. A lot of us said Liberty in the last one, and the Liberty definitely did not win that game. I might end this on what you call it on. I'm gonna end this and then restart it on TikTok. Give me some warning. I don't know what the warning was for, but we back in business now. Marina Mabrey this season versus the Mystics, averaging 27 points, 4 rebounds, and 45% from the field, 42% from 3-point range. Jamie, I'm not showing the live game here. I can't do that on the channel. This will just be play-by-play commentary of it. If you want to watch it, somebody will have it on YouTube. I usually see it popped up on YouTube. But the game is on NBA TV. It's on League Pass. There's a number of places you can watch it. All right, they're about to tip off here. Izzy Harrison versus Shakira Austin, and the tip is up, and we get this game started. Washington starts with possession, and Georgia Amore over to Sonia Citron, left side of the court. Gets it up top to Georgia. Georgia, top of the key, comes off the screen from Shakira, going to her right, goes under the basket, comes out the other side. 8 on the shot clock. Georgia, it's a kick ball here by Izzy Harrison. Of the tempo, shot clock resets to 14. Right. I guess Nightbot is not doing his job, I guess. I thought people would see it, but I guess not. Sonia Citron with it. Drops it off to Shakira. Out to Michaela. Michaela Onyenwere for 3. Off the back of the rim. Austin with the offensive rebound. Out to Sonia. Top of the key. Down to Kiki. Ball gets tipped away by Yuskaita. And out of bounds. 10 on the shot clock. Georgia Amore to inbound. Georgia gets it into Austin at the foul line. Austin, right to left crossover. Tries to step through from the foul line. Throws up the floater off the back of the rim. Gets her own rebound, but it's a fight for it. And it's a jump ball here between Izzy Harrison and Shakira Austin. So ball has not left this side of the court so far. Washington feasting on the offensive boards here. Getting multiple opportunities. Just can't capitalize. DJ Chev was salute. What up? Tudo, what's good? Salute. Good to see everyone joining in. Looks like the TikTok is working now. They shadow banned me for a little bit for some reason. I don't know why, but it is what it is. We back live now. So it's Izzy Harrison versus Shakira Austin for the jump ball. Shakira wins it. Michaela Onyenwere gets it. 12 on the shot clock. Georgia with possession. Georgia comes off the screen, going to her right. Hezzy move, goes under, reverse layup, can't get it. Kiki Rice with the offensive rebound and putback. So they got like 5 offensive rebounds in the first minute of this game. They finally score. Mystics up 2-0. Shut up, Siri. Ball over to Alamon, up top to Mabrey. Mabrey dribbles right, guarded by Sonia. Back out to Alamon for wing 3, can't get it. Kiki tips it out of bounds, couldn't secure the rebound. Tempo get another possession here. Raphael, salute. Who I got tonight? I don't know. I'm thinking Mystics. That's my guess. How I felt when the Knicks pulled it off. Honestly, I'm a Heat fan, but for the city of New York, it was a dope moment. My mom's was super happy. My pops was super happy. All my friends were happy. So I can't hate. They got my friends got to see one in their lifetime. I've seen three with the Heat, so I can't complain. Tempo missed their first basket. Sorry, I'm over here talking about other stuff. Onyenwere somehow gets it to Iria Fenn. She got butter on her hands tonight. That's the second one that's bounced off her hand and out of bounds. It goes to the Tempo. Nah, my broadcast is clean on League Pass at least. If you're talking about the TV broadcast, check your internet. I'm teasing, Mads. Ball and play here with Conde over to Alamon. Alamon gets it down to Conde, tipped away by Onyenwere. It's 7 on the shot clock for the Tempo. Where to watch the game? The game is on NBA TV. If it's on Monumental, it's on League Pass, TSN. It's on a bunch of places. If you're talking about for free, you can. I'm not too sure. Alamon gets it over to Yuskaita. Had a really good game against the Liberty last time. Alamon has to throw it up at the buzzer, hits it off the top of the backboard, falls right to Iria Fenn. Toronto struggling to score here. Ball with Iria Fenn. Attacks Yuskaita. Bumps off her. Goes to the basket and one. Kiki Iria Fenn tells Yuskaita get in the weight room. Finishes the basket. And we'll go to the line for the 3-point play. He must have put my glasses back on. I have my contacts in. I can't put my glasses on. Then I can't see. Yes. Kiki for the 3-point play. Knocks it down. So Mystics up 5-0 so far. Mystics up 5-0. Ball and play here with Mabrey. Finds a cutting Alamon. Tries to hand it off to Yuskaita. She picks it up. Fight for the ball. And they call a jump ball here between Sonia Citron and Laura Yuskaita. Jump ball is won by Toronto. 10 on the shot clock. Mabrey gets around Sonia. Pity pat dribble. Gets it out to Yuskaita on the wing. Yuskaita drive to the basket. Goes up. Right hand scoop. And finally, Toronto gets on the board. Laura Yuskaita, the Lithuanian, knocks down the layup. Washington tries to attack quickly, and it's a backcourt violation. Amor passes it to the backcourt. Turnover. Mystics. Yeah, it looks crispy on League Pass. Ball and play here with Toronto. Julie Alamon with the ball. Comes off the screen. Going to her right. Looking for Mabrey. Gets it over to Izzy Harrison. Left side to Yuskaita. Back to Izzy. Izzy pump fakes for 3. Steps in for a 2 and knocks it down. Izzy Harrison knocks down the jumper, and it's 5-4. Mystics up by 1. Georgia at the controls. Over to Kiki. Left side of the 3-point line. Looking for Shakira. Can't get it to her. Finds Sonia. Sonia looking for Shakira. Shakira faces up. Left side of the court. Attacks middle of the floor. Bumps off. Reverse spin. Off the glass. Scores. Nice move there by Shakira Austin. Banks it in. And it's 7-4 Washington. Mabrey quickly advances the ball up to Conde. Back to Mabrey. Mabrey. Right to left crossover. Sonia Citron got her in hell right now. Throws it out to Alamon. Alamon off the screen. Right down Main Street. Left hand layup is good for the Belgian. And it's 7-6. Mystics still up 1. Georgia Amor in possession here. Looking for Kiki in the post. Kiki faces up against Yuskaita. Pump fakes. Now shoots the jumper. Short. Conde with the rebound. Over to Mabrey. Mabrey over to Yuskaita. And they call a foul on Amor for deflecting that. Yuskaita hits the basket stanchion pretty hard, but seems to be okay. Mike said, you might switch your allegiance. Toronto has a Lithuanian player. That's where your mom was born. Salute moms. Yeah, Laura Yuskaita. First year in the league. For her. So tell moms there's some representation in the league from Lithuania. Yeah, Hutch. Sometimes these directors leave a lot to be desired. Now the foul was on Amore. It's Toronto ball to inbound right in front of the Mystics bench here. It looks a little confusion here on who should be inbounding in terms of players. Maria Conde walks over. She'll inbound. Conde with the ball. Oh, sorry. Alamon with the ball. Alamon comes off the screen from Niara Sabli, who's checked in. Alamon, another left-hand scoop layup is good, and Toronto takes the lead, 8-7. Alicia Lopez with the has checked in for Georgia Amore. Kiki gets it over to Michaela. Michaela down to Kiki. Kiki, she need to put some powder on her hands or something. She fumbles the ball again. It's a turnover. Yuskaita tries to drop it off to Niara Sabli, stolen by Kiki Uriafen. Sonia Citron over to Lauren Betts. Betts goes corner to Onyenwere, and Kiki Uriafen off the ball gets charged with an offensive foul. Should have said if the Miami Soul was still around. Oh nah, hell no, I wouldn't be a fan of the Soul. Only reason I'm a fan of the Heat because of Dwayne Wade, my favorite player ever. I look like P Diddy. Yo, take a timeout for that. I'm gonna put you in a timeout. Man, so I look like Diddy. I gotta put user in timeout. Take a 5-minute timeout. Alamon goes to the bench. Timo Puye checks in for the Tempo. Tempo have a nice international flavor here on the Tempo. Niara Sabli with the finish is 10-7. No, I had to get him out of here, man. I said I look like Diddy. I know we live from the same city, but damn, I don't look nothing like that, man. Ball and play here with the Mystics. Alicia Lopez drives left. Comes back right over to Lauren Betts. Betts back to Lopez with 10 on the shot clock. Lopez over to Citron. Citron steps in. Baseline jumper. Trickles off. Fight for the rebound. Iria Fenn with the offensive rebound. Throws it out to Cody McMahon. She goes up. Reverse layup is up. And she trickles off the basket. Niara Sabli with the rebound. And ball gets tipped out by Sonia Citron. They try to get it to Pouye. Sonia Citron tips it out of bounds. All right, we have our first stoppage of the game. Timeout on the floor. The Tempo up 10-7. Let me see what y'all saying. What to bet on? Listen, I can't recommend anything to bet on. I don't bet anymore. So I can't even recommend what to bet on. There's people in the chat that got all the information. They can help you out. Definitely. Hey, we passed the 1,800 subs. Salute to everybody who subbed already. We're at 1,802 subs on the channel. Appreciate everyone who subbed up on YouTube. Taking this channel onward and upward. Looking at the box score so far. You got 5 for Kiki Iriafen with 4 rebounds. She's on double-double watch already. Shakira with 2. That's all 7 of their points. For the Tempo, you got 2 from Harrison, 2 from Yuskaita, and 4 from Julie Alamon. And Niara Sabli with 2 as well. It's funny. My Nightbot answered your question. Whoop Iris. My Nightbot answered your question. I'm gonna put this up for you guys. Nightbot got the answers. Salute for the gift. Big Epic. Salute on TikTok. Salute. We're in a timeout right now. Score is 10-7, 4:36 to go in the first quarter. Only the last game of the night here in the W. There was an early game today. A summer camp game up in Connecticut. Connecticut versus Toronto. Connecticut versus Portland. I actually went to that game. It was a really good game. 3-point win by the Sun. Really good game earlier today. The broadcast is coming back now. Broadcast is coming back on now. Is that PK Subban's sister or wife or something? I mean, I don't know if that name's a popular last name, Subban. Yeah, senor. That last possession was a little shaky in that Connecticut game. Kiki is balling so far. She has 5 points, 4 rebounds. Tudor said Washington need a vet at PG to keep him under control. Yeah, I don't think Georgia's the answer, but they got to see it through. Ball and play here with Toronto. Niara Sabali over to Mabrey. Mabrey comes off the screen. Jumper is up, can't get it. Lauren Betts with the rebound. Gets it over to Lopez. And Lopez loses the ball. It goes out of bounds. Stays with the Mystics. Thanks, Zayman. I appreciate that. I was like, that last name is too unique for it to just be a random unless it's just popular in Canada or something. Ball and play here to Lauren Betts. Betts up top to McMahon. Over to Lopez. 10 on the shot clock. Lopez comes off the screen. Lopez stops. Throws it out to McMahon. McMahon wide open for 3. Air ball. And out of bounds. So it is tempo basketball. After that decent start, they are now struggling to put the ball in the basket, which is the name of the game. Ball and play here with Julie Alamon. She's back in at the lead guard position. Over to Mabrey. Mabrey dribbles left. I don't think Mabrey scored yet. Mabrey cross-court pass. Dangerous over to Pouye in the right corner. Pouye back over to Yuskaita. Yuskaita pump fakes for 3. Skips through that lane. Lays it in. So Laura Yuskaita up to 4 points in this game. 12-7 Toronto. Lopez with it. Lopez over to Kiki in the left corner. Kiki drives, attacks Yuskaita again. Yuskaita, she puts Yuskaita in the weight room again. She's just lowering her shoulder right into Yuskaita's chest, saying, yo, eat your Wheaties. 12-9. Alamon dancing behind the screen over to Sabali. Over to Yuskaita. Yuskaita for 3. She knew it was off. Chases the rebound. Can't get it. Betts with the rebound. Yeah, they know Mabrey's the engine behind this team. They got to double her. Oh, and then they call a foul on Kiki Rice. She tried to clear out Yuskaita again. They called the offensive foul. That might be 2 on Kiki already. That's 2 fouls on Kiki. She might have to sit for a little bit. That should have been a foul on Mabrey for the swipe down as well on that last area fen drive. Pickleball Pat, salute. What's going on? Hope all is well, my friend. Hope all is well. Ball and play here. Oh, what a block by Austin on Izzy Harrison. Thought she had a wide open layup. And then they call a foul on Shakira Austin for pushing Izzy in the back, going for that rebound. Hot day in Toronto? I could imagine. It's hot in here in New York too. Touched 99 degrees earlier today. Down here in New York. Stay cool. I'll be up in Toronto in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. For a family birthday. Ball and play here with the tempo. Alamon comes off the screen. Alamon finds Izzy Harrison right side of the floor. Back to Alamon. 5 on the shot clock. Alamon dribbles left. Throws it out to Niara. She has to shoot the 3. She pulls off the back of the rim. Alamon with the offensive rebound. Over to Mabrey. Mabrey finds Alamon. Julie picks up her dribble. Finds Izzy at the foul line. Izzy foul line jumper off the back of the rim again. And McMahon with the rebound. Lopez with the rock. Lopez off the screen, going to her left. Lopez downhill, goes up, throws it to Onyenwere in the left corner for 3. And Michaela Onyenwere knocks down the 3. They needed that badly. Ties the game at 12. First 3 of the game for the Mystics. Sabali over to Alamon. Alamon left wide open for 3, and she rattles it in. Julie Alamon, have a game. She's up to 7 points in this one. Leads all, tied for the game's leading scorer with 7 points. Austin with the ball. Austin spins off Izzy Harrison. Throws it out to Lopez. Wide open for 3. She can't get it. McMahon with the offensive rebound. Throws it out to Austin. Austin for 3. She can hit those, but misses again. Rebound tipped out. Alamon picks it up. Over to Pouye. Pouye steps back for 3. It rolls in and out. And Shakira Austin with the rebound. Austin down to Onyenwere against Alamon. Gets blocked by Niara Sabali. And it ends up in a jump ball here. Good help side defense by Niara. He's like 110 there. Sheesh. Mike says, imagine being in Central Texas. Yeah, I was in Vegas last week. And that was the first time I felt like 110 in my life. That was a different type of heat over there. But it's more dry than humid out in the desert out there. So jump ball here between Niara Sabali and Michaela Onyenwere. Advantage Niara, and she does win it. Gets it over to Alamon. Alamon finds Maria Conde, who's checked back in. Down to Sabali. Sabali in the post against Onyenwere. Spins, goes left-hand layup, and gets fouled. So Niara Sabali, the German, my ex-Liberty player, will go to the line for 2 free throws. So Niara Sabali at the line for 2 free throws. Knocks down the first. This Toronto team, very internationally flavored. You got Alamon from Belgium, Mabrey's from here, Conde's from Spain, Yuskaitsa from Lithuania, Izzy's from here, but you got Pouye from France, Sabali from Germany. You got Sykes with ties to Great Britain. I thought the Liberty had the international flavor. Toronto got it. As Austin gets fouled on a reach-in by Izzy Harrison. So 49.4 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Competitive game so far. Tempo up 17-12. Yuskaita will go to the bench, I think. Or was it Niara Sabali, excuse me, goes to the bench. Got McMahon with the ball over to Georgia Amor. Amor comes off the screen going left. Finds Shakira. Looking for Lauren Betts. Gets it down to Betts. Betts goes up. Oh, she misses the layup. And the ball gets tipped around to Yuskaita. Yuskaita pushing in transition. Gets into the paint. Throws it out to Alamon. Alamon finds Kia Nurse, the Canadian. Nurse down the lane. Gets blocked there by Lauren Betts out of bounds. 25 on the game clock. 12 on the shot clock. Sonia Citron hasn't done anything as of yet. If you're looking for Sonia, she's MIA. She's not on the floor right now either. And then a foul there by Izzy Harrison pushes off on Shakira Austin. That's her second foul. Sonia Citron with pitching a shutout right now. But you know she should get going in a hurry. Youngie, for those asking if I can show the game, I cannot show the game. That's just the long and the short of it. They'll shut the stream down immediately. I've already got warnings in the past, so that's why I don't show it. Ball and play here with Georgia Amor. About a 2-second difference shot clock and game clock. Georgia Amor at the 3-point line. Guarded by Alamon. 10. Oh, she almost carries. Gets it over to Onyenwere. Over to Austin. Austin, we use Skyda on her. Austin steps through. Can't get it. Fight for the rebound. Alamon gets it. A 1 second to go. Conde from half court. Oh, off the front of the rim. And at the end of one, the Toronto Tempo up 17-12 over the Washington Mystics. 17-12. You can watch it on League Pass. There's probably a stream on YouTube somewhere. NBA TV. There's a couple places you can watch it. All right, so that's the end of the first quarter. Pretty competitive. We had a couple lead changes there. Washington started off with the lead. Tempo came back, then it got tied, then the Tempo reestablished dominance. I shouldn't say dominance. It's only a 5-point game. Let's take a look at the box score. Let me make sure I have this set up correctly. There we go. All right, cool. I'll zoom in for y'all. So at the end of one, 17-12 is the score. As you can see, games on NBA TV. I'll click it so you guys can see where else you can watch it. So these are the places where you can watch it. Monumental Sports Network, NBA TV, Sports Network, and WNBA League Pass. All right, cool. Get back to the stats. For the Mystics, you got Michaela Onyenwere with 3 points. Got Kiki with 7 points and 4 rebounds. She does have 4 turnovers, though, and 2 fouls. So she had to go sit on the bench. Shakira Austin with 2. Citron and Amor yet to do anything. Amor does have an assist, so the bench hasn't scored for Washington yet. They're shooting 29% from the field, 20% from 3, and they have 5 turnovers, and Kiki has 4 of them, so that gotta get addressed. For the Tempo, Izzy Harrison with 2 points. She has 2 fouls as well, though. Conde yet to score. Yuskaita with 4. Alaman with 7 and 4 rebounds. Off the bench, you got Niara Sabli with 4. Nobody else has scored. They're shooting 37% from the field, 7 for 19, 1 for 8 from 3. They've made both of their free throws, and they have 2 turnovers as a team. So that's the stats here. That's the box score. Unknown Gaming said Tech Mystics not so sure. Listen, it's still early. It's still early. Salute to everyone tapped in on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. Appreciate everyone who is tapped in. All right, broadcast is coming back. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new here. We do play-by-play commentary, not only for the Liberty, which are my team, but for all the teams in the league. I'll be away on a work trip this week, but I am on East Coast time still. So if I do have time, I'll probably jump in to do some more streams. So make sure you're subscribed and those noti bells are on so you get notified when I go live. Salute, Liz. Appreciate you as always. Appreciate the kind words. Ball and play here to start the second with the Toronto Tempo. 17-12. Alaman, Sabali, Yuskaita, Nurse, and Conde as Niara misses the right-hand drive. Rebound to the Mystics. Amor finds Shakira streaking to the basket. Shakira over to Lopez in the right corner. Doesn't shoot. Now shoots and misses badly. Niara Sabali. Ball falls right in her hands. Rebound to ball over to Alaman. Down to Yuskaita against Angela Dugalic. Ball tipped away on the pass by Onyenwere into the backcourt. Conde recovers it. 10 on the shot clock. Conde goes behind the back. Comes off the screen from Sabali. Conde pulls up. Left elbow. Jump shot is good. Maria Conde with the basket. I think her first basket of the game. 7-0 run for the Tempo. They're up 19-12. Mystics need to find the answer here on the offensive end. Lopez over to Amor. Amor, top of the key. They jump out on her. She goes corner to Lopez. Jump pass back to Dugalic. Over to Lopez. Blue for the sub.
Let's go.
3-point shot is missed and tipped out of bounds by Onyenwere. Ball to the Tempo. Mystics struggling for offense right now. Salute, Deb. Appreciate you. Salute. My second Toronto game in a row. I did Toronto, New York on, what day was that, Sunday? And then Toronto, Washington here. Ball and play here with the Tempo. Alaman jab steps Amor out of her shoes, goes to the baseline and lays it in. Amor was going the whole opposite direction. The veteran Julie Alaman out of Belgium gives the Tempo their biggest lead of the game, 21-12, 9-0 run, and Washington calls a timeout. They can't figure it out here. We're going to another timeout here, y'all. 21-12, the Toronto Tempo in the driver's seat. Yeah, Pat. It might be the Aussie genes or something. Chemo said maybe scoreless and Tempo still up by 9. Yeah, and once she gets going, she can get going in a hurry. That Marina Mabrey. Score is 21-12. 21-12. Mystics yet to score in this quarter. Toronto have scored 4 points so far. At halftime, we'll go over the box score, the team stats. We'll go over the upcoming schedule, and then I'll show you guys some pictures from my day trip earlier today to Uncasville to watch the Sun and the Portland Fire face off in that early game. I'm working on doing a vlog. Anytime I go to a new WNBA arena, I'm working on doing a vlog to recap my day there. So this will be my first iteration. I'm not a vlogger, so it was a little awkward for me to walk around with a camera recording myself talk, but we'll see how it comes out in the edit. Matt said, can we put Rory Harmon in? I don't know. Rory, I don't know when the last time Rory even saw any minutes. Let me see. Let me click on her name. Last time Rory played was June 14th against the Liberty. She played 2 minutes, had 1 assist, and we haven't seen her since. Yeah, Citron out there doing cardio for real. We're just getting a nice workout in. Trying to get the heart rate. Low key salute for the sub.
Let's go.
Salute. Got a Mystics fan in here. FC Zoe, salute. Adrian said, "Fire did you dirty? What you had them? You had them on the spread? No, you probably had on the money line or something. Because if you had them on the spread, I believe they covered the spread. 3-point. I think the spread was around that. All right, broadcast is coming back. I'm gonna keep the poll open a little longer on the full YouTube. 59% and I'll say Mystics still. You know the Mystics can come back, so. Do I think Kiki does anything second half since she's in foul trouble? Second half, yeah. Second quarter, probably not. Because they'll probably they don't want her to get that third foul before halftime. That'll be a recipe for disaster for the Mystics, especially because they can't score right now. Ball and play here with the Mystics. We're back in action here. It's Amor, Citron, Austin, Onyenwere, and Dugalich. Let's see if Sonia Citron can actually put the ball in the basket. As there's a foul on Conde. Stays with the Mystics. Ball and play here with Amor. Amor over to Austin. Austin at the top of the key, looking for some action here. Gets it over to Sonia. Sonia comes off the screen with 4 on the clock. Back to Austin. Austin pump fakes, goes up off balance and banks it in. Fell down. She wanted a foul call, but finally kills that Mystics drought. And it's 21-14. Yuskaita hands it off to Conde in the right corner. Back to Yuskaita. Up top to Alamon. Alamon comes off the screen going left. Re-screen going right. Over to Yuskaita. Pump fakes for 3. Goes down the lane. Right hand scoop is good. She's really good. Laura Yuskaita with another layup. You got Amor with the ball. What can Amor do? Get it over to Dugalich. Dugalich. Left side to Austin. Over to Onyenwere. Onyenwere. Cross court pass to Sonia. Sonia down to Dugalich against Yuskaita. Throws it out to Onyenwere for 3. Too strong. Fight for the rebound. Sonia Citron gets in there and gets a rebound. Shakira Austin. Right to left crossover. Spins. Throws it out to Amor. They need it. And Amor off to the right. Fight for the rebound. Yuskaita collides with Sabali, but they secured the rebound. Ball and play here with Alamon. Alamon goes behind the back, out to Sabali. Loads up for a 3. Niara off the front of the rim. Rebound to Sonia. Sonia, 2 rebounds, so she has no more zeros on her stat card. Sonia Citron, let's see if she can get in the scorebook. She goes under the basket, comes out the other side, out to Dugalich. Dugalich blows by Yuskaita. She started bumbling and stumbling, got lucky that she passed the ball off of a tempo player's leg. It stays with the Mystics, 11 to go. Marina Mabrey checks back into this game. Kia Nurse goes to the bench, as well as Niara Sabali. Who checked in for her? Looks like Dugalich and Onyemwere go to the bench. Amor checks in for Kiki. So Kiki Iriafen is back in the game, playing with 2 fouls here. Has to be careful. Iriafen, right corner 3. That's not her game, and it misses. 1 for 10 for 3 from the Mystics as Alamon pushes in transition. Throws it out to Izzy Harrison. And there's a whistle by Cass Prosper for the Mystics. She just checks in and gets a foul. Do I think Julie will score more than 5 points? She already has more than 5 points. Julie has 9 points already. Ball in play here with Marina. Marina trying to get on the scorebook, throws it over to Izzy Harrison, up top to Conde. She turned down a wide open 3. Maria Conde with the push off, or they call a double dribble on Conde. Maria saying, nah, I don't think it was a double dribble. I thought it was more of an offensive foul than anything. Maria Conde in disbelief, but it's a turnover. Oh, because the ball stuck to her chest and then she dribbled it again. Amor with the ball here. Georgia Amor over to Iriafen. Kiki with the ball. Hands it off to Sonia. Can Sonia get going offensively? Finds Kiki. Corner to Cass Prosper. Prosper for 3. Too strong on the 3. Alamon on the outlet pass. Finds Mabrey. She saves it. That was a dangerous one, but Mabrey secures it. Ball down to Izzy Harrison. They're looking to attack Iriafen with the fouls. Izzy goes to the left and lays it in. It's 25-14. Washington struggling to score here. They have 4 points in this quarter. 2 points in this quarter, actually. Sonia comes off the screen. Sonia finds Kiki. Kiki over to Cass Prosper. Jab steps. Now takes a long 2. Can't get it. And Iriafen secures the rebound. Throws Izzy Harrison to the ground. And Kiki Iriafen, she just bodying everybody on the tempo. Snag that rebound away from Izzy as Yuskaita loads up for a 3. Kiki with another rebound. He's racking up the rebounds too. Iriafen up to 6 boards here. Down to Austin. And what do they call? They call a travel on Shakira Austin down low. Another turnover. He's not happy, which she rarely is. I don't know if it was a travel. It looked like she passed it before the second foot came down. But a travel nonetheless. Yeah, the Mystics are struggling to put offensively right now. 25-16. Izzy Harrison gets it over to Mabrey. You would think when Mabrey yet to score, they would be in a much better space as Mabrey gets to the pull up, and as I say, Mabrey yet to score. She puts the ball in the basket. Mabrey with her first basket of the game halfway through the second quarter. A foul there by Temi Pouye, trying to run through that screen. Pouye, sorry, I said Pouye. It's Pouye, the French guard. Toronto on a 15-4 run in the last 7 minutes. Amor goes to the bench for the Mystics. Who checked in? McMahon checks in. So Citron looks like she'll be controlling the offense here. Sonia Citron over to Austin. Austin pivots at the 3-point line. Gets downhill. Stops. Steps through on Izzy Harrison. Goes up. Can't get the layup to go. Izzy with the rebound. Izzy over to Maria Conde. Conde finds Pouye in the corner. Left to right crossover. Tries to attack Iriafen. Locks that up. Conde comes off the screen going left. Pull up jumper. Can't get it to go. Austin with the rebound. Loose ball is won by Austin. Washington in transition over to McMahon. McMahon jump past to Kiki. Kiki goes up, gets fouled, and one. Looks like she turned that ankle a bit. She's limping, but she got the basket to go. Iriafen will go to the line for the 3-point play. Foul on Laura Yuskaita. I don't know if that's a foul though. I guess they're saying that she didn't give her room to land, but I don't think that's a foul. But it looked like they may be challenging this. But Kiki Iriafen gingerly walking to the bench. That's them damn sketchers she got on. Let me stop. But Tempo still leading the Mystics 27-18, 4:16 to go. All right, let me catch up on some of the comments, y'all. I was sort of locked in there. I didn't want to miss anything. Salute to everyone who's tapped in. Let me scroll down. Pam said Mystics need to play team ball and work on shooting. Yeah, they are 1 for 12 from 3-point range. They look like my Liberty the other night. Yeah, definitely don't have enough shooters on the team. Definitely don't. Somebody needs Sony for 13.5. She's yet to score. So unless she has a nice second half, you might be in trouble. Might be in trouble. All right, cool. So we got a nice crowd in here. Make sure you leave a like. We got like 300 of y'all here on the YouTube. Between YouTube and Twitch, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Helps the channel out tremendously. Make sure you leave a like. What WNBA Eastern Conference Player of the Month for June was Caitlin Clark. 21.9 points per game, 4 rebounds, 8.2 assists. Excuse me. You need 9 rebounds from Austin for Tatiana, and Austin has 3. So, decent. We're in a timeout right now if you're just joining. Toronto up 27-18. Washington's offense, excuse me, is struggling a bit in this quarter. But it's only a 9-point game. We've seen Washington come back from deficits like this before. Jermaine Cole. Oh, snap, J. Cole. Let me stop. What's Citron doing? What's Citron doing? She's not doing anything really. Citron got 2 rebounds and 1 assist. She's only taken 1 shot so far. J. Cole, my favorite rapper, but I know it's not Jermaine. Jermaine Cole. But salute to you for joining the stream, my friend. Salute. Puyi came in with the France jersey on. Damn. I guess the game didn't start yet, but she was smiling with the France jersey on. Oh yeah, and I forgot Conde from Spain, so there was a little competition there. So Conde got the bragging rights now. Marina, that's your birth name? Wow, that's what a coincidence. Salute to you, my boy. Kiki Iriafen completes the 3-point play. Marina not doing much either. She just scored her first basket in this quarter. Marina comes off the screen. I think she might have heard me though. She knocks down the 3. Marina said, "Yo, stop talking about my scoring. This is what I do." Marina knocks down the 3. She's up to 5 points now. 30-19. Lucy Olsen in the game for the Mystics. Oh, Shakira Austin almost put a crack in the backboard with that brick from 3. Tempo on the run here. Mabrey guarded by Olsen. Tries to feed it to Izzy Harrison. Shakira with the steal and gets fouled by Izzy Harrison. You heard that on the broadcast. That thing said boom. Almost started ducking in here. Thought they were shooting. Ball and play here with the Washington Mystics. 3:41 to go. Let's see what they can do to end this quarter. So Kiki Iriafen will inbound to Lucy Olsen. Olsen in possession. Iriafen over to Prosper. Back over to Lucy Olsen. Down to Lauren Betts. Betts guarded by Alexander, the Canadian. Out to Olsen. Olsen down to Iriafen. Out to Cass Prosper. Toronto defense flying around. Cash Prosper with the Euro step. Can't get it to go. Alexander with the rebound. Alamond over to Euskaita. Euskaita over to Mabrey. She has 5 in the quarter. Mabrey gets fouled there. They don't call it. Lauren Betts with the rebound. She's complaining for it, but Washington back the other way quickly. McMahon, oh, that should have been a travel. And then she gets blocked by Sabali out of bounds. Yep. Salute YBM Vero. Salute. Appreciate you, my boy. Ball out to McMahon. Over to Olsen. Lucy Olsen. Cross court pass to Kiki in the left corner. Kiki looks to attack Sabali. Spins. Goes up. Shoots over. Can't get it to go. Alexander with the rebound. Over to Mabrey. Mabrey speeds up. Slows it down now at half court. Mabrey keeps her dribble alive. And they call a foul on McMahon. Yeah, coach hoping somebody can do something, Hutch. He's like, please, somebody put the ball in the basket from the guard position. Mabrey dancing with it behind. They have Cass Prosper on her like white on rice. She tries to cross over. Cass Prosper all over her. Mabrey's hair all in her eye. I don't know how she still saw. Over to Sabali with 5 on the clock. Sabali spins into the lane. One leg fall away. Air ball. And that should be a shot clock violation. Mystics do have the rebound. McMahon in transition spins out of it. McMahon blows by Mabrey to the lane and gets fouled. And who's the foul on? On number 3, which is Marina Mabrey. McMahon looked like a bat out of hell. Came down the lane, spun back to the half court, then spun back to the lane and got downhill. Pat, I just gotta let the people know that Mabrey only got 5 points and they up. As McMahon knocks down the free throw. McMahon second free throw is up. Cash. 30-21, 9-point game. We got 2:11 to go here in the second. Euskaita with the ball. She's had a good game so far. Good last couple games, actually. Just an energy player. Doesn't force the offense. Just takes her opportunities. Ball over to Sabali in the corner. Sabali attacks area Fenn. And misses. That might have... Kiki got lucky. That could have been a foul on the block attempt. But Olsen blows by Alamon. Lucy Olsen steps back for a 3 over Sabali. And we talked about Lucy Olsen. They might need some jumpers. She cashes out from 3. It's a 6-point game. Nice little run here for the Mystics. Let's see if they can cut down this deficit even more. Foul away from the play on Cass Prosper, I think. Salute, respect. Appreciate that. Salute. Make sure I follow you. Tap into what's your channel. Respect the game. Make sure I tap into that. Salute, salute. Let me. Where's I need a 3 from the tempo. Can't get it. McMahon with the rebound. She blows by everybody. McMahon downhill. Hangs. Oh, she smokes the layup. But Lauren Betts chases it down. Out to McMahon. Over to Olsen. Olsen dribbles left. Olsen into the paint. Throws it up off the glass and scores. Back-to-back buckets by the Iowa Hawkeye, Lucy Olsen. A 7-0 run by the Mystics. They leave Alamon wide open. They call an offensive foul here on, who's that? Kayla Alexander, moving screen. Let me sub to you, my boy. Sub to my boy, respect the game. Salute. $30-26. So Washington missed. I said Washington Mystics. That sounded so verbally incorrect. The Washington Mystics clawing their way back into this one behind Lucy Olsen. Bad pass there by McMahon. Alexander gets to steal. Kiki almost gets another foul. Alexander almost travels. It looks a little sloppy hoops there. Conde with the ball. Conde guarded by Cass Prosper. Out to Alama. Under a minute to go here. 40 seconds left in the second quarter. And Cody McMahon runs through Alexander. That should be the second foul in the last 2 minutes. That should be free throws here for the Toronto Tempo, and it is. Sorry. Nay, Citron is in? No, Citron is not in. Citron is not in, my bad. In the game for the Mystics, Iriafen, Betts, Olsen, McMahon, and Prosper. No Sonia Citron. If you had any stats for Sonia Citron first half, they better be under, because she was just out there just getting a workout in. Alexander at the line, second free throw is up and good. Kayla Alexander, I only seen her play for the Canadian national team. I forgot what team she plays for overseas. But it's 32-26. McMahon down to Betts. They bring a triple team. Throws it back out to McMahon. Over to Olsen. Olsen loads up for another three, and it's off. Fight for the rebound. Conde chases it down. Over to Euskaita. Shot clock is turned off, and they slow it down for one shot here. Euskaita over to Alamon. 14 to go. Both teams in the bonus here. Alamon. Comes off the screen going left. Rescreen going back to her right. Alamon. Throws it out to Conde. Top of the key. 3 on the clock. Conde over to Euskaita on the baseline. Throws up a wild floater. And it's over the brim. Air ball. Quarter. Half. Over. So at the half. Tempo up 32-26. Could have been worse for the Washington Mystics. They were down as many as double digits. 11 to be exact. And they've cut the deficit to 6. Kivia said, do I think Marina's going to get that 31 PRA? What she got right now? We'll take a look at the box score in a moment, but quick look at the box score. Unless she has a big second half, it'll be slim. It'll be hard. Looking at the TikTok comments, yeah. She out there doing Carter. You got Sonia for 14. Yeah, she really just burning off her pregame meal out there. All right, y'all. At halftime, we'll go over the box score, the team stats, so you guys can look at all your stats, see if things is hitting for you. Salute to everyone who's tapped in TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, share. We do these pretty often. Been doing these for a couple years now, so I appreciate all the support. Let's look at this at the half, y'all. Let's take a look. Halftime. 32-26 is the score. Toronto outscored Washington 17-12 in the first. They outscored them again 15-14 in the second. So for the Mystics, you got Michaela Onyenwere, 11 minutes, 3 points. Nothing crazy. I think she had the first 3-pointer of the game and then didn't do it a damn thing after that. Kiki Rice, 14 minutes, 12 points, 7 rebounds on double watch. Does have the 4 turnovers, and she escaped the first half with only those 2 fouls that she got in the first quarter. So a good omen for the Mystics. Shakira Austin, 13 minutes, 4 points, 3 rebounds. She has only 1 foul, so she's safe. You got Sonia Citron, as we mentioned. She just out there burning calories, just upping her heart rate, getting her steps in on the Apple Watch. 0 points, 0 for 1, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And I love Sonia, but she got to do better out there. Georgia Amore, no points, 0 for 2. They got to figure out that point guard position in Washington. Off the bench, Dugalich with none. You got Lauren Betts with none, but she has 3 rebounds, a steal, and a block. Lucy Olsen came in, gave 5 points off the bench. She's a +2 in her minutes. Cody McMahon, 10 minutes, 2 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. So she's contributing in every way possible. Cass Prosper and Alicia Flores yet to score. Washington shooting a paltry 28% from the field, 13% from 3 on 2 of 15 shooting. They've knocked down all 4 of their free throws, and they only have 7 turnovers at the half after having like 6 in the first quarter or so. All right, let's take a look at the tempo. Izzy Harrison, 4 points, a rebound. She has probably 2-3 fouls now. Yep, 3 fouls. Salute Braden for the super chat. Great commentary. Who you got winning? I'm gonna still say Washington. I think nah. What did I say before? Somebody remind me who I said. I'm gonna stick with whatever team I said. I think I said the Mystics. So I'm gonna stick with them. Conde with 14 minutes, 2 points, 3 rebounds. You got Yuskaita with 6 and 2. She's all over the place. She got bodied a couple times by Kiki, um but she held her. She's giving it back on the offensive end. Marina Mabrey scored her first 5 points of the game in that second quarter. She's 2 for 7. That's 2 assists, a rebound. Julie Alamon had 7 in the first quarter, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist for the veteran Belgian point guard. Niara Sabali off the bench, 13 minutes, 4 points, 2 rebounds. Alexander with 2 points. Nurse and Pui yet to score. They're shooting 38% from the field. Man, nobody can shoot threes tonight. 2 for 12 from 3, 17%. They've knocked down all 4 of their free throws, and they only have 5 turnovers as a team. Big Epic, I can't put the game on. Sorry, my friend, I cannot. All right, let's take a look at the team stats. Excuse me. So both teams, as I mentioned, struggling from 3. 2 for 15 for the Mystics, 2 for 12 for the Tempo. So that 3-point shot is trash. Looking at the rebound comparison, who's this? Mystics are leading the rebounding battle, 21-16. Assist battles tied at 6. Blocks are tied at 2. Mystics have more turnovers. The Mystics have conceded 8 points off of their 7 turnovers. The Tempo have not conceded a point off of their 5 turnovers. Points in the paint led by the Tempo, 20-16. Fouls are about equal. As you can see, largest lead of the game was 11 for the Tempo and 5 for the Mystics. And that is that. Matt said, I don't know what Sonya can say to them in the locker room. Yeah. Something gotta click. Zay said Sony pulled a Casper in the first half. She'll be better in the second. Yeah, but she definitely got to get off to better starts here. Team needs it. Team needs it. But it's still a close game. Given all that, it's still a close game. All right, cool. Let's take a look at the earlier game. This game was an 11 o'clock Eastern start. As I mentioned multiple times already, I took mom and we drove up from New York up to this game. It was a summer camp game, so a bunch of those summer camps from around the New England area were up there. Really good game. Came down to the last possession. The Connecticut Sun hold on to beat the Portland Fire 90-87. Let's take a look at the leading scorers here. Carla Lake, one of my favorite guards in the league, 18 points for her. That was a nice battle between her and Layla Lacan, the 2 French guards. Aaliyah Edwards, 21 points, 8 rebounds for her. Charlize Ledger-Walker, 7 assists. Engsler had 7 assists as well and 6 rebounds. Take a look at the box score, see what everybody else did. Bridget Carlton, 12 points for her, 3 steals. Emily Engsler, as I mentioned, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. Meg Gustafson was knocking down threes to bring Portland back in the game. 15 points, 2 of 6 from 3, 5 rebounds. Sarah Ashley Barker with 9 points, 5 rebounds. And Carla Lade, as I mentioned, 18 points, 6 of 11 from the field, 6 assists, but did have 6 turnovers. So she shared as much as she shared with both teams. Let's put it like that. Frida Buhner with 7. You had 2 from Sarah Williams, 8 from Carly Samuelson. O'Block with 2. With 2. Yeah, they shot 35% from 3. The 3 wasn't falling like that. For the Sun, Diamond Miller had 8. Brittney Griner, she was cooking down low. 20 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks. They kept giving the ball to her in the post. She was showing off the footwork and finishing 16 for Nelson Adota with 6 rebounds. Ledger Walker with 4 points, 7 assists. Lacan with 14, and 3 assists. Aaliyah Edwards off the bench with 21 points in 24 minutes with 8 rebounds. And then you had Beers with 1 and Gloma with 4 and Kennedy Burke. She missed a couple bunnies. She got to fix that with 2 points and 6 rebounds off the bench. They shot 52% from the field, 21% from 3. I think everybody's just struggling from 3 today. 21% from 3. 85% from the line. Let me show you guys a couple of the photos. Yeah, so this is from my seat. I bought these tickets. I think all together it was like $36 for two tickets total. Made sure I right there by the banister on the front row. I'll just cycle through some of them. Some of the videos won't play, so I'm not gonna play the videos. For some reason, I think it's because I'm screen sharing. Um, Took some pictures there as well. That's Layla Lacan, Carla Lade, Sarah Ashley Barker at the line. Um, Picture of us in the pizza, $15 box of pizza. I wish I could show some of the possessions, but it's blacked out on my screen. I think Google Photos blocks out the things. Leah Edwards, a couple pictures from the game. Yeah, so Connecticut Sun get the win. Nice day out. You sat in section 113 on Friday. What section was I? I think I was in 116 today. I was in 116. Let me see if I have some a picture of myself. It's the Connecticut Sun sunset season. So I just had mom take a picture of me by that. So dope game. Came down to the wire. They ended up winning that game, so it was a cool experience. And I drove back down to New York. And here we are. So first time at Mohegan Sun for a game. As we all know, this is their last season in Connecticut. They will no longer be the Connecticut Sun. They'll become the Houston Comets next season. So I had to make sure I caught a game before they become extinct. So cool experience up at Mohegan. Nothing too crazy. It's right in the middle of in the middle of the casino up there. So I came out. I watched a couple people lose money in blackjack, and then I took myself and mom back home. But yeah. So that's that. That is that. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule in the W. Yeah, I did see Blaze the mascot. This man, he looked like this man, it was the mascot's birthday. So this man had on like some gold chain. Man had on like, I don't know, he had like on a tracksuit with a gold chain on. He looked like a YN, if you know, you know. Um Looking at the rest of the matchups for the rest of the week on Wednesday, you got Seattle and Chicago. That's a camp game tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. So those of the betting persuasion, make sure you get your bets in early for that. LA and Minnesota at 1 p.m. That's another camp game. In Minnesota, and you got Golden State and Indiana at 8 p.m. Thursday you got Portland and Washington, and New York and Dallas. I'm nervous for that game. We can't beat Dallas. We can't beat anybody at the moment. And Friday, you got a 4-game slate: Seattle, Indiana, Atlanta, Toronto, LA, Chicago, Connecticut, Phoenix. And then Saturday, New York and Indiana, 8 p.m. on CBS. Portland, Minnesota, Washington, Golden State. And then Sunday, we got LA and Dallas at 1 p.m. on ABC. Chicago, Atlanta at 4 p.m. on CBS, Paramount Plus. And then Connecticut and Phoenix at 7 p.m. on ESPN, Disney Plus. Monday, we have you got Vegas and Toronto, 8 p.m. on Peacock. Washington, Golden State at 10 p.m. Minnesota, Seattle at 10 p.m. And let me skip to Tuesday since that's the last day before the All-Star break. Oh, no. Is it Wednesday is the last day before the All-Star break. So no games on next Tuesday. On Wednesday, you got Phoenix and LA early, Minnesota, Seattle early. So those are two camp games over there. Chicago and New York at 7. Vegas and Washington at 7:30. Then you got Connecticut and Indiana at 8. Dallas and Portland at 10. So all y'all, Wednesday's the day if you want to load up your bets. Wednesday, July 22nd, starting from 3 p.m. Eastern all the way till 10 p.m. You can lock in. All right, let me catch up on some of the comments. So it says Sun doing them fan shady out there in Connecticut. Yeah, it's the way the whole situation went down was a little weird. Before Ellie, there was Blaze. Yeah. Yeah. It's C2 who be happy to live in Connecticut. And it's not even like nearby Connecticut. They play basically on Rhode Island. Like basically the next exit after Mohegan is Rhode Island. It's a whole other state. So I had to drive through the whole Connecticut to get to the game. But it was a 2 hour drive, a little over 2 hours. It wasn't too bad. But good time there. I checked it off my list. I got out of the 15 teams in the W, I've been to Barclays and I've been to Connecticut. So I got what's that? 12 more teams to go. 13 teams to go. Can't do math. 13 teams to go before they add another team in 2028. So that's cool. Burger says Citron 0 points she's selling. Why does TikTok always think I'm inactive? Stupid app. Anyways, we're in halftime. If you're just joining us, we were just going over some things here, about the upcoming schedule in the W. So make sure you are tapped in. Let me see. Let's look at these ticket prices. $87 tomorrow to go see Seattle and Chicago at 12 noon. That's interesting. That's 11 a.m. Central.
Oh, he got POVD. Oh, he
Salute
got
for the sub, Mo.
POVD.
Salute.
Let's go.
Literally, the reason I went to this game, I was looking at this page last night, and I seen Portland, Connecticut. It said tickets low as $8, so that caught my eye. That's the only reason I went to the game. I said $8. You ain't say nothing but a word. It cost me more in probably gas to get up there than the tickets. All right, looks like the broadcast is coming back on. Oh, it is coming back on. We tapping back in. All right, third quarter started, y'all. Sorry, it's enough of my rambling about that. Mabrey down the lane, goes down and misses. Fight for the rebound, gets tipped out to Sykes. Alamon, no look pass to Mabrey in the corner for three. And Marina Mabrey starts off the third quarter with a three of her own. Ball over to Michaela Onyenwere, over to Carla Late. Now over to Kiki. Kiki says, clear out. I got a mouse in the house. She hot steps, throws over to Onyenwere. Can Amor knock down a three? And she can. Georgia Amor knocks down the three. They needed that badly. 35-29. Alamon down to Mabrey. Mabrey shoots over the shorter Amor. Can't get it to go. And Kiki hustles to chase down that rebound. Georgia over to Kiki. Finds Austin. Austin looking for Sonia. Sonia sets the screen. Austin spins into the lane. Post against Niara Sabali. Left hand hook over her and scores. So no Izzy Harrison to start this third quarter. I'm just noticing. Niara Sabali starts in her place. Is she on the bench? Oh, yeah, she is on the bench. I guess they're going with Niara. Oh, that was a carry. Mabrey hop steps, throws it over to Sykes. Corner three off the front of the rim. Austin with the rebound. Shakira pushing in transition. Finds Onyenwere. Takes the bump from Niara and gets fouled. So Onyenwere will go to the line for 2 free throws. Empire said, crazy you can just drive to another city and go to a game if I can get up and drive. I'm in the middle of the desert. Yeah. And when Philly gets a team, that'll be another place I can drive down to. I'll probably get up. I need to get to Washington to watch a game. One of my boys, he lives down there. I'll probably head down there. As Onyenwere knocks down both free throws. We have a 2-point game, people. 2-point game. Did I say Carla Late, Hutch? She's just on my mind, probably. Oh, Alamon and Mabrey miscommunication on the pass. It goes out of bounds, and Washington, after being down as many as 11, have a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. Yeah, I haven't been to a Mystics game yet. I'll wait my way down there to catch a game. Probably not this season, or probably this season, depending on how things work out. Ball and play with Kiki Rice. Looks to attack you, Sykes. It goes to the left, overshoots it. And Alamon comes in for the rebound. It goes off of her fingers and out of bounds. Washington with another possession. Third pick, Shakira Austin, of course, with the Austin AVI. Salute, salute. All right, so it's Washington basketball inbounding under their own basket. Yuskaita will go to the bench. Izzy Harrison checks in for her. So Niara and Izzy playing together here. Kiki gets the inbound over to Amor. Amor in the right corner comes out. Left hand dribble attacks Conde, fakes it with the ball fake, goes up and scores. So Amor, after being scoreless in the first half, has 5 here in the third, and the game is tied. 9-0 run in the last minute 30 for the Mystics. They have tied the game at 35. Alamond over to Izzy Harrison. Attacks Kiki Rice, goes over with the left. Can't get it. Rice working on that double-double, as I've mentioned. She gets another rebound. Amor down to Austin. Austin attacks baseline, comes back out, fumbles the ball. Recovers it, though, in the right corner. Gets the screen from Amor. Hands it off to Onyenwere. Pump fakes for 3. Michaela over to Kiki with 6 on the clock. Hand off to Sonia. Can Sonia hand it off to Kiki? Kiki left-hand lay and the lead. Mystics with the lead. Timeout, Sandy Brondello. I said, let me end this poll before y'all start reneging on the poll. So Sonia Citron, using her gravity, hasn't scored, but finds a rolling Kiki Rice. Left-hand lay is good. So 57% say Mystics, 43% say Tempo. And the Mystics with their first lead since the first quarter. Anthony says, is you talking about Lauren Betts? Is she benched? She's just on the bench right now. She has been playing, but she's just on the bench right now. So a nice run here, 11-3 run to start the third quarter by the Washington Mystics. They have taken a 2-point lead here in the game, 37-35. Georgia Amor scoreless in the first half, comes out, knocks down a 3. Hits Mabrey with a nice ball fake. Turn around, fall away from about 5 feet. Kiki Rice, 1 rebound away from a double-double. 14 points, 9 rebounds for Rice. I know y'all are asking about Shakira Austin's rebound. She has 6 points, 4 rebounds. Those waiting on Sonia to put the ball in the basket. She still has not. No points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists for young Sonia. So 37-35, Mystics take the lead. Mystics take the lead. Battle of the Eastern Conference here. Looking at these two teams, let me look at the standings. I know Washington is 1 behind my team. They're 11-10. Liberty are 13-11. So Liberty have played just a game or 2 more. But they're a half a game back of the Liberty. So with a win, they probably could take the Liberty over. Liberty fall to 8th seed, which is wild to say. Tempo, they're currently in 10th seed with a 10-13 record. Crazy. Yeah, Sonia Citron has only taken 1 shot in the game, still scoreless. All right, so it's, let me see. Score is 37-35. 37-35. I'm just showing the standings on the broadcast now as we restart the third quarter. Alamon gets downhill, gets cut off by Kiki Rice. Julie Alamon with the carry. They called the carry this time. So out the timeout, they get a turnover. Not what a coach wants to see. But Washington, with all the momentum right now, Sandy Brondello not happy with that. They're showing a replay. Let me see if she does carry. Oh, she does carry, though. She does carry. Amor over to Austin. Austin attacks right, hands it off to Sonia. Sonia back to Austin. Austin spins away from the double. Fall away off the back of the rim. Fight for the rebound. Both Temple players collide, and it ends up in Onyenwere's hand. She lays it in. When it rains, it pours. 39-35. Mystics on top. Mabrey finds a rolling Sablé down the lane, and Austin with the left-hand block. Or that might have been a right-hand block. Either way, she blocked it. Washington on the move here. Amor under the basket. Throws it out to Area Fenn. Area Fenn looks to attack Izzy Harrison over to Austin. Austin finds Onyenwere at the three-point line. 7 on the shot clock. Onyenwere down the lane, goes up, left-hand lay, double clutches, and gets fouled there by Niara Sablé. So Onyenwere back to the line for more free throws here. 39-35. When the three-point shot isn't falling, attack the basket. And they've continuously done that here in this quarter as Onyenwere knocks down the first free throw. 5-point lead here for the Mystics. Will Austin get 10? Well, we shall see. She has 6, so we'll see. And Onyenwere short on the second, but she gets her own rebound. Austin with the ball down to Area Fenn. Back out to Austin. Austin loads up for a top of the key 3 off the back of the rim. High bounce. Izzy Harrison with the rebound. You need to put in work. She on my fantasy team. Alamon. Over to Conde. Over to Sablé. Back to Alamon. Alamon spins back left. Out to Sablé. Top of the key. Looking for Conde with 9 on the shot clock. They call a foul on Onyenwere trying to fight over that screen. Sablé a little shaken up there. Niara Sablé going to gingerly walk to the bench. Onyenwere was trying to fight over that screen, and she took a knee to that right thigh as a miss by Izzy Harrison and rebound to Area Fenn. The double-double is there. Sonia down to Austin. They bring a double over, a light double. They leave Onyenwere open. She pump fakes for 3. Down to Kiki. Kiki over to Georgia. Georgia, her second 3 of the game. Nope, can't get it. Oh, good tip by Onyenwere over 2 Temple players and a foul on the reach-in by Maria Conde. Salute for the Jules Vero. Salute, salute. So sideline inbound here for the Mystics. Onyenwere to inbound. Get it over to Amor. Over to Austin. Austin finds Sony. Sony finds a cutting Onyenwere. She catches but misses the reverse layup. Saves it, but she steps out of bounds before the save. Good hustle day by Michaela. Ball in play here with Julie Alamon. Mabrey short on the shot. They just are cold. Ice cold. What's colder than cold? Let me stop. If you know, you know. Amor over to Austin. Over to Sonia for 3. Her second attempt of the game, and we're in the third quarter. Over to Maria Conde. Conde comes off that screen, gets downhill, jump pass over to Yuskaita. Pump fakes for 3. Yuskaita behind the back pass to Izzy Harrison, and a foul there on the reach-in by Michaela Onyenwere. Yeah, 14-0 run. They are frozen out there. At least somebody knows. Salute to you. Onyenwere, Amor, and somebody else went to the Mystics bench. Ball in play over to Alamon for 3. Finally, They knocked down the 3. My goodness. 2-point game, 40-38. Area Fen attacks Yuskaita and hits her with the 2 small. She's been bodying Yuskaita all night. Kiki Area Fen right down the left hand, right down the lane with the left for the lay. Alamon finds a cutting Pui. She goes up, smokes the layup. Rebound to Kiki. You cannot keep her off the boards, people. She's unstoppable. 18-12. Down to Lauren Betts. Out to Flores. They leave her open, and she's short. Bounces off the rim twice. Kiki, another rebound and putback. She is just relentless. That's what my team needs. Somebody who's relentless on the boards like a Kiki Area Fen. Ball over to Izzy Harrison. Pump fake from the foul line. Spins on Lauren Betts. Gets it stripped away by Sonia. But Izzy gets it back. Over to Yuskaita. Top of the key. 3. Short. Long rebound. Goes out of bounds. And the ball goes to the Mystics. They can't stop Kikiola. 18-12. She got those 2 fouls in the first quarter and hasn't fouled since. Man said it's Sonia gambling. Check her betting account. Ball and play here with the Mystics and Alicia Flores. Flores. It's Lopez. No, it is Flores. I'm tripping. Sonia gets the ball over to McMahon. McMahon with 9 on the shot clock. Cody down to Kiki. Kiki catches it. Corner to Flores. Oh, I keep calling her Lopez. Flores finds Betts under the basket, and Betts lays it in. What an angle there by Flores to find Betts, who lays it in. Ball over to Mabrey. Mabrey gets the ball stolen by Kiki, then tripped up, and that might be a clear path. They do the sign. It's a clear path foul. Or transition take foul, whatever the sign is, but it's a technical foul here on the Washington Mystics. They are hounding on defense. Maybe you leave Sonia and you run into Kiki. Mabrey's gonna have to go take a seat on the bench. 46-38. Do they not call it a transition take? No, they say no transition take. So ball in play with the Mystics. Ball over to McMahon. McMahon comes off the screen. I would keep giving the ball to Area Fen. She's been absolutely roasting the tempo. Austin down to Betts. Betts against Alexander. Goes up. Oh, Alexander with the block, but they called a foul. I mean, you can't teach height, and Betts had her sealed under the basket. Yeah, Citron not having a good game for all the Citron bettors. That might have been a clean block on that angle. Are they gonna challenge it? Yeah, Sandy's gonna challenge it. So, Coach Brondello will challenge the play. They're saying that Lauren Betts caught Kayla with an elbow, so they're gonna go to the review table and have a look. We'll have a look. All right, salute to everyone who's still tapped in. YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, share if you like the content. We do these play-by-play watch-alongs all season long. Salute for the Jules, Vero. Salute. Salute for the clutch. We do these all season long. So make sure you're tapped into the channel whenever you're on the go. That was the reason I started this channel, because sometimes when you're on the go and you can't watch the game or you can't find the game, you can always go on YouTube and find somebody like myself talking about the game. So I'm glad it is serving its purpose. Zay says, best guys to start bringing the ball down. Yeah, I mean, that's the Jonquel Jones problem. Jonquel Jones, she always got to bounce the ball when she catches it. She can never catch and just turn and hook. She has to get a power dribble in to like build up power up like on some Street Fighter type joint. But old habits die hard. That's what they say, right? Am I going to do the All-Star game? No, I'll actually be in Chicago Empire for the All-Star game, so I won't be able to do it. Pam said, "Do I miss Brondello in New York? I miss her personality, and I miss yeah, I mean, that's what I miss. I just miss her personality. Sometimes some are, some of her rotations and coaching decisions were a little shaky towards the end of the tenure, but overall, I have fond memories of Brondello. She brought us our only championship, so I'm forever indebted to her for doing that. Ball and play here with the tempo. Over to Kia Nurse. Over to Izzy Harrison. Harrison back to Nurse with 8 on the shot clock. Back to Izzy Harrison. Harrison attacks Kiki, goes with the left and scores. She says, I can lay up with the left too, Kiki. Zay from your lips to God's ears, because I don't see it. I have no faith in this team right now. They've stolen my joy. As Lauren Betts gets in the paint and gives him a nice hook shot and then lets out a yell. I don't know if that was to her bench or to a tempo player, but Lauren Betts showing off the hook shot there. 48-40. Washington in control here. Conde over to Pui. Pui on the attack, steps back, long two, and knocks it down. Toe was all the way on the line. 48-42. Alicia Flores with the ball. Oh, Miss Kiki, Sonia in the paint, throws it out to Flores, over to McMahon, down to Kiki, spins on Izzy Harrison, misses the right hand layup. It looked like she got bumped off her spot a bit. Toronto pushing in transition here. Izzy Harrison over to Nurse. Nurse attacks baseline, pump fakes, nowhere to go, tries to pass it out over to the Alexander, up top to Pui. Pui loads up for a three, and she knocks it down. Temi Pui, the French guard, cashes out from 3. It's a 3-point game. This game is still in the balance, y'all. It's nowhere near done. Kiki with the ball. She's been an absolute animal on a double-double already. Let's see if Sonia can join the party. Nope. And misses. Foul on the floor. It stays with the Mystics. Foul on the tempo. Is Sonya hurt or something? No. Sometimes it's not your day. Sometimes it's just not your day. Yeah, yo, FC chill. Y'all need to stay behind us, please. Yeah, Cody hesitating on them threes. Hutch, you absolutely right. So Washington in the bonus now. They're shooting free throws the rest of the quarter as Iria Fed knocks down the first. Niara Sabali looks to be okay. She checks back in. Izzy Harrison goes to the bench. Iria Fed at the line for the second free throw. She knocks it down. Score is 50-45. I think they said her 26th career double-double for Kikiola. Ball over to Conde off the screen. Maria Conde up top to Nurse. Nurse gets the screen from Alexander. She steps sides for the 3 off the back of the rim. Niara Sabali, offensive rebound. Finds Conde. Conde, no hesitation for 3. She shoots it. Ball tipped around. Lauren Betts gets it. Betts over to Flores. Shot clock is turned off. 13 seconds to go here. Flores, top of the key here. 7 seconds. Gets it over to Betts. Betts back to Flores. Flores with 3 on the clock. Flores finds Kiki. What a bounce pass and lay. Kiki Iriafen Conde from 3/4 court. Misses everything. And that's how the third ends. Kiki Iriafen. Talk to him nice. 52-45. Kikiola with 22 and 12 to lead the Mystics in scoring. She's the only player in double figures for the Mystics. 22 of their 52 points for Kiki Iriafen. Sonia, somebody like how many shots has Sonia Citron shot? She's taken 3 shots. She's 0 for 3, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. Do I think Izzy will score? I mean, what she got? Izzy got 6. I mean, it's hard to say, but she should score. What's up, Pat? Pat says tempo season started to sputter when Rice was injured. Yeah, y'all missing Rice. Y'all missing Sykes. Fagbenle, was she doing work when she was playing? I don't remember too much about Temi Fagbenle, but at least Rice and Sykes, a little different. Pam says Flores is doing some nice playmaking. Yeah, and Alicia Flores, what she got? She got 5 assists. She hasn't scored, but does have 5 assists and no turnovers. So, you got to give her props there. Salute to everyone tapped in. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe. This is the last game of the WNBA slate today. Because we had the earlier game. So after this, there are no more games until tomorrow. Salute for everyone tapped in. Right? 52-45 is the score. 52-45. So we got 10 minutes to decide who will be the winner. Majority of the chat chose Mystics to win. I was with that. I chose the Mystics to win as well. Let's see if they can hold on for the win, or do the Tempo have one last run in them. Game is still in the balance. 7-point game. By no means over. Still in the between quarter break. Still in a break. It's just a bad game. Everyone asking about Sonya. She's not injured at all. She's just they're paying extra attention to her, and then she's just making the right play. She is only taking 3 shots. It's not like she's shooting a lot and missing. But she's just finding her teammates. The Mystics outscored the Tempo 18-2 in points in the paint in that quarter. That's Kiki's 22-10 is Kiki's 10th double-double of the season. Yeah, she did miss a couple games, recently with like ankle and was it ankle or a foot? But she starts the 4th quarter in the game with Flores, Austin, Citron, McMahon, and Betts. Austin throws it out to Flores over to McMahon. McMahon, you got to shoot that, McMahon. 6 on the clock. Down to Betts. Betts, it goes through her legs. They bring a double over. Betts finds a cutting Flores. Goes up, layup, skips off the rim, and rebound to the Tempo. Good defensive stop there for the Tempo to start. They leave Alamon open for 3 off the front of the rim. Austin with the rebound. Gets it over to Flores. Flores pushing left side of the floor. Flores gets down the lane, goes up with the right. Alexander with the right hand swat off the glass. And Niara Sabali with the rebound. Sabali hands it off to Nurse. Nurse wide open for 3. Short. Rebound to Austin, but they call a foul on McMahon boxing out. (52-45). Tempo with another possession here after the loose ball foul by the Mystics. Ball out to Alamon. Alamon looking for Alexander in the post. Gets it to her left side of the court. She faces up. Takes the jumper. Too strong. Rebound to Austin. What Austin got? Austin got 7 boards now. Flores over to Austin. Austin at the top of the key. Hands it off to Sonya. Sonya off that screen. Sonya throws it over to Austin. Gets tipped out. And they say it's Tempo basketball. So slow start here to the 4th quarter. Niara Sabali to inbound for the Tempo. For those wondering, it's Alamond, Sabali, Harrison, Conde, and Mabrey. Alamond down to Conde. Conde in the post against Flores. It's 2 Spaniards go against each other. Out to Izzy Harrison. Left corner 3. Izzy Harrison knocks down the corner 3. Or they say it's a long 2. I guess Toe was on the line. Or did they just add the score wrong on the broadcast? No, it's 52-47. Long two there. Flores goes under the basket, comes out the other side, over to McMahon, finds Shakira, faces up against Niara, hop steps, one leg fall away, it bounces around and scores. Whoever needed Shakira for a basket, she gets it there. 54-47. Niara Sabally on the attack, hop steps through that lane and lays it in. 54-49. Niara Sabally rumbling, stumbling through the lane and lays it in. Ball in play here with Citron. Citron down to Austin. Austin on the attack, gets bumped and fouled on the attack. So Austin will go to the line for 2 free throws. So 54-49, 7:37 to go. Shakira at the line for 2 free throws. First one is up, and she clanks it. Onyenwere checks in. So she missed the first. Can she make the second? Second free throw is up, and she knocks it down. So she gets that 1 point somebody said she needed. 55-49, Shakira Austin with the basket. With the free throw, I should say. She has 9 points, 7 rebounds. Ball over to Mabrey. Mabrey, cross-court pass gets deflected and stolen by Citron. Citron over to Amor. Amor goes up, right-hand scoop, gets fouled, and one. Right-hand scoop, left-hand side. Alamon with the foul. Amor to the line for the 3-point play. Yeah, Zay, man. You might, if you went off on the social team, yeah, they gonna pack you up, my boy. Georgia Amor scoreless in the first. Came out in the third with 5 points. Gets to 2 here. And the free throw she misses, but Austin gets the rebound and the putback. Shakira Austin, Johnny on the spot. Timeout, Sandy Brondello. That's what happens when you're a big and you use your size. I'm talking to you, New York. The 10-point lead here for the Washington Mystics, 59-49. Tempo have to talk it over. So Shakira Austin, she's 2 rebounds away from a double-double herself to join her teammate Kiki Rice. She has 11 points, 8 rebounds. Kiki has 22 points, 12 rebounds. She joins her teammate in double figures. Let's take a look at the box score. I'll give y'all a stat check. 59. Oh, whoops, wrong screen. 59-49. Washington leading in this quarter 7-4. They outscored them 26-13 in the third. Onyenwere with 8 points, 3 rebounds. You got Kiki Rice, 22 points, 12 rebounds, 11 and 8 for Shakira Austin with 2 blocks. You got Sonia Citron, 25 minutes, no points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, a steal. Got Amor with 7, 2 for and 2 rebounds, excuse me. Dugalich yet to score, 4 for Betts with 4 rebounds. You got 5 for Lucy Olsen, 2 for Cody McMahon. They're still shooting 15% from 3, but they've been feasting in the paint. Toronto Tempo, Izzy Harrison, 8 points, 5 rebounds. You got Conde with 2 points. You got 6 for Yuskaita, 8 for Mabrey, 3 of 11. They've shut her water off. And 12 for Julie Alamon, the only player for the Tempo in double figures. Off the bench, Sabally with 2, 5 for Tima Pui, and 2 for Kayla Alexander. Yikes. Tonya Citron, goose egg. And they're still winning, which is pretty crazy. 7:14 to go, y'all. 7:14 to go. Mystics looking to win 3 out of the 4 games against the Toronto Tempo this season. Yeah, Tempo getting killed in the paint. And Mabrey, yeah, Mabrey, she saved her best game for the Liberty and the Wings. Okay. We need some young, gritty players on the Liberty. All right, let me stop. I keep reverting back to the Liberty because it's still on my mind. Let's get back to the action here in this one. Mabrey in the last two games was averaging 32. Tonight it's 8. She shot 19 free throws in the last two games. She has no attempts tonight. Ball in play here with the tempo. Still time here. Only a 10-point deficit. Approaching 7 minutes to go. Alamon with the ball. Finds Mabrey. Mabrey tries to get around Betts. They cut her off. Throws it over to Conde. Conde, left-hand drive. Spins back right. Conde gets cut off by Austin. One leg fall away. Can't get it. Austin double-double. She grabs the rebound. That's 11 and 10 for Shakira. It should be. Oniwere with the ball. Gets it over to Sonia. Let's see if Sonia can come alive. Sonia over to Oniwere. Spins back to her right. Finds Austin on the baseline. Reverse layup with the left is good. Shakira Austin. Oh, it's 9 rebounds for Shakira. So 13 and 9. 1 rebound away from a double-double. Niara Sabali attacks Betts. Gets fouled. And will go to the line for the 2 free throws. So Shakira Austin just hanging in that dunker spot. Michaela Oniwere attracts the double team. Shakira one dribble, reverse layup on the left-hand side of the basket. That's a good snipe right there, Bob Worrell. Salute to you. But it's still early. Free throw for Niara, knocks it down. Game tied, not tied, game 10-point game, 61-51. You got Amor with the ball. They bring a double over. Amor gets it over to Citron. Wide open for 3. She has enough time to find the laces. Just can't get it. But Oniwere wide open under the basket. Offensive putback is good. Sometimes it's just not your night. Sabali over to Alamon. But your team's still winning, so you got to take it with you. Niara, 10-footer, too strong off the glass. Tip rebound. Oniwere chases it down. Oh, finds Citron. This might be her easiest basket, and Sonia Citron is on the board. 5:40 to go in the fourth. Citron gets her first basket, a run-out layup, excuse me. And Sonia Citron has scored. Niara Sabali finds Izzy Harrison, gets scared by Austin with the defense, and she overshoots it. Amor pushing. Amor finds Citron. Citron jab step. Citron down the lane. Should have been a foul. It was a reach in by Mabrey. And they do call it. Yeah, Conde hasn't been great tonight. Conde has not been great. 2 points for her. And she goes to the bench as we talk about her. Kayla Alexander checks back in for the tempo. Niara Sabali goes to the bench as well. 14-point game here for the Mystics. Let me look at the rebounding battle. That's what I'm seeing. 41-24 on the boards. 41-24. That pretty much does it. Amor over to Austin. Austin over to Sonia, but it gets deflected out by Alamon. 4.8 to go on the shot clock. And a turnover here by the Mystics. Mabrey gets to steal. Alamon with the possession over to Alexander. Alexander dribbles left, gets it over to Yuskaita. She's been quiet since the first half. Down to Mabrey. Mabrey against Amor. Big against little. Mabrey gets around baseline, throws it over to Alamon. Right corner 3, and she knocks it down right in front of the Toronto bench. 11-point game, 65-54. Sonia Citron gets downhill. Sonia goes up, right hand late, trickles off the rim. Oniwere with the offensive rebound, but they call a foul on Izzy Harrison for tying up with Kiki Rice. They need they need Sonia Citron for 11 more, Mike. Izzy Harrison goes to the bench, a little frustrated on that last call. Oh, I guess she jumps over and it's a tie up there. Ball with Citron. Citron over to Kiki. Left side to Georgia. Georgia gets the screen. She fakes the screen. Goes the opposite way. Goes for the layup and trickles off. Fight for the rebound. And Yuskaita grabs it. Yuskaita guarded by Amor. Finds Alamon. They can cut it to single digits. With a basket here. Alamon finds Mabrey. Mabrey down to Yuskaita. Guarded by Onyenwere. Jab steps right. Puts her in the post with 3 on the clock. Yuskaita, one leg Dirk-like fall away, and they call a foul by Onyenwere. Bailed her out there. So they bail Lara Yuskaita. Oh snap! I almost moved my contact. They bail Yuskaita out with a one leg fall away 3. Is that back one leg? Do you shoot that shot? But she misses the free throw, so I guess it works out. Man, all the conversation about Sonya. Look at Izzy. Face card. Oh, Izzy is different. Yuskaita second free throw is up and good. So it's a 10-point game. Still time here. 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go. 65-55. It's Amor and a timeout called by Sydney Johnson. Amor, Citron, Austin, Kiki, and Onyenwere on the floor. As we have a timeout on the floor, 10-point game, 65-55, 3:54 to go in this one. All right, quick stat check. Let's see. I know everybody's hoping for Sonya to pull off a miracle here, but 2 points, 1 of 6 with 3:54 to go in a 10-point game. I don't see it. Excuse me. What else people need? Let me know in the chat what else y'all need, and I'll look. Man, everybody's disowning Sonya. It be like that sometimes. We're in a commercial right now. We are in a commercial. Salute to everyone who's tapped in. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Hope you guys have been enjoying the commentary on this game, despite the wins or losses on your bets or whatever, or if your team is winning or losing. Appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Prince said you need Alamon for 3 more assists or rebounds, or you ever on like PRA. Yeah, Marina not having her greatest game. They've clamped her up though. They've had her in cuffs tonight. Not in a good way. Not in a good way. Still in the timeout, y'all. Still in a timeout. 10-point game. Kiki Rice is the player of the game so far. Kiki Rice had 2 fouls early in that first quarter. I did say when she had 5 points, 4 rebounds in that first quarter, I said, yeah, even with the 2 fouls, if she stays out of foul trouble, she's in for a good one. And she has 18 of her points in the paint, 22 and 13 for Kiki 18 paint points. Salute. Cheers from Brazil. Salute, my friend. Ball with Citron over to Austin. Back to Citron. Citron, baseline drive. Doesn't even shoot it. Throws out to Onyenwere, who gets it over to Amor, who breaks the wide open three, and then a foul on the rebound by Kiki. Vibe said, am I watching the other game? There's no more games tonight, my friend. Well, at least not here in this time zone. Ball over to Mabrey. Mabrey, step back three, short. Oh, collision there between Yuskaita and Austin. And it's Mystic's ball there. Yuskaita looked like he flew out the damn he flew out the damn roof. Like came out the rafters for that rebound and collided right into Shakira. She'll go to the line since the Mystics are in the bonus now. Nah, no more games tonight. There was a game earlier today, 11 a.m. There'll be another early game on 2 early games tomorrow, earlier than usual. It's the summer camp games. It's that time of year. I know people are in different time zones, so what's tomorrow for me could be today for them. So Mike says, see you tomorrow. I'll be listening while I'm at work. Yeah, I should be able to stream some games tomorrow evening. I'll be at the hotel by then, so we should be able to tap in then. Second free throw was made. It's 67-55. 67-55 is the score. Alamon with the ball. Dribbles to the right. Finds Mabrey wide open for three. And she breaks a wide open one. Kiki Rice with another rebound. That's 14 on the night. Ball over to Amor. They slow it down here. Coach Johnson calls out the play from the sideline. Gets it over to Iriafen. Iriafen back to Amor. Georgia finds Citron. Oh, finds Kiki on the roll. She goes up, gets fouled by Sabali. So Citron not scoring, but using her gravity to find her teammates, and Kiki to the line for 2 more free throws. Chemo's at tempo, expending all that energy, trying to get that win for Sandy. I guess so. Yeah, Marina hasn't even shot a free throw tonight as Kiki off the back of the rim free throw drops. Listen, in this league, especially this season, anyone can get beat. It's the parity is there. Kiki misses the second long rebound out to Conde. Anybody can get got in this league. Oh, Mabrey almost traveled over to Sabali, over to Alamon. Back up top to Sabali. Cross court to Maria. Maria Conde. Off the screen, going to her left, out to Sabali. Sabali loads up for three. Holds the follow through. Cashes out. 10-point game. 2:30 to go. Is it too little, too late here? Under 2.5 to go here. Georgia gets it over to Kiki. Back to Georgia. Georgia finds Michaela on a back cut, and that's why the Mystics are doing what they're doing to the tempo. Points in the paint. They are absolutely abusing them. 48-24. Points in the paint. Onyenwere wide open. That was a nice screen on that back cut. Niara gets blocked there by Austin. Austin pass to Kiki. Kiki slows it down. Smart play there by the second-year player. Ball over to Kiki. Back to Amor. Amor looking for Austin. Gets it back to Kiki. Kiki attacks Alexander. Bodies her up. Misses. Gets fouled on the swipe down. And Mabrey frustrated. So Iriafen back to the line to add to her point total. FC, I might put you in a timeout for that. Nah, I'm joking. But at the moment, they are. Mystics, I think, with a win, overtake the Liberty in terms of win percentage. As Kiki knocks down the free throw. Hutch, you funny for that. I think tonight, if you do, she might really act on the crash out. Who's this? Kiki at the line for the second. She knocks down both. Have a night, Kikiola. 25 and 14 for Kiki Rice against the Toronto Tempo. We have a timeout on the floor. Sandy Brondello to talk it over with her team. It's pretty much done and dusted here, but what can you do? 25 and 14. I'm about to start. I'm gonna put you in a timeout too, Big Von. Talk about I look like academics. Don't ever associate. I got associated with Diddy, associated with academics. I gotta put you in a 1 minute timeout. Think about what you said. Y'all associate me with the scum of the earth out here. All right, broadcast back on. See, I'm start wearing my glasses again. When I was wearing my glasses, I wasn't associated with none of these folk. Put my contacts in, and y'all going crazy over there. Second half, Washington outscoring Toronto 46-26. What's happening here? Okay, so it is Toronto basketball. Marina Mabrey to inbound. Marina Mabrey to inbound. Gets it over to Maria Conde. Finds Alamon on the curl. Alamon stops. Finds Mabrey in the corner. Mabrey drives. Hands it off to Sabally, but bad pass is stolen by Austin. And Shakira Austin slows it down. Sonia Citron gets it over to Kiki. Back to Sonia. Sonia downhill. Finds Onyenwere. Right corner three. And stick the dagger in him. Even further. They are cooked. The music has stopped. The tempo is off. And the Mystics looking to win their third game of the season against the Toronto Tempo. 75-58. Ball and play here with Sabally. Nah, I'm messing with you, Vaughn, but yeah, don't associate me with scum. Foul here by Cass Prosper. Do I think this game's going over 140? I'm not good at math. I don't know what it is right now. 8 and 5. What's that? 13. So that's 130, 133. 7 points. They got 2 free throws coming up here. Sabally knocks down the first. It'll be close. Big Von, it'll be close. It's gonna have to be a foul fest. But if the game was closer, I would say yes. But 75-59, I think the Mystics will just waste time here. And Sabally knocks down the second, so that's 135. You need 5 points here in a minute. That'll be tough. Ball and play here with Amor. This game is pretty much done. As Ryan Rucco says, it's all cosmetic at this point. Under a minute to go here. Washington can just see this game out. Over to Kikiola. Right side to Onyenwere. Comes off the screen. Finds Kiki on the roll. Finds Austin on the pass as she was falling down and lays it in. Kiki got popped in the forehead. And then they stop play here. Kiki holding her left eye on that pass. I don't know how she found the angle. She was falling down. Got popped in the eye. Bounce pass. She said, please let me. I don't know what she's saying. She seems to be okay. But that's the worst thing you would want in a game that's pretty much done. Your prime player. Oh, she catches the left elbow of Alexander to the eye. Yikes. But a nice find there, even with getting blinded in one eye. So add an assist to Kiki's stat line. Yeah, it was an inadvertent elbow, but Kiki's going to walk to the locker room. Damn. Holding a towel by that left eye. The referees are reviewing this, just to make sure it wasn't anything more than inadvertent elbow. Why is Kiki still in the game? That's funny. A bunch of y'all saying that. No penalty, but Kiki goes to the bench holding that left eye. Hopefully she's okay. It looked like it was just I mean, it's easy for me to say sitting in the crib, but got grazed in the left eye by the left elbow of Alexander. They play again on Thursday, so hopefully she's good to go against the Portland Fire. They're going to need her against that team. Tiani Key will check into the game for the Tempo for the remaining 46 seconds. I think the benches are pretty much cleared now. Austin's on the bench for the Mystics. And Conde's at the controls here. Ball in play here with Conde. Goes over to Key. Key finds Nurse. Nurse off the screen. Nurse. Foul line jumper is good. You might be in luck here. Who was that? Vaughn. You're 1 point away from 140. Ball over to Dugalich. Hand off to Cass Prosper. Prosper. Foul line jump shot for 140. Oh, it trickles off. Dugalich with the rebound. Goes up. Oh, she smokes it. Prosper with the rebound. She smokes it. Prosper again. She smokes it. Lauren Betts lays it in. You got it. You got it. They made you sweat that one out for real, for real. They missed like 4 layups in a row there until Lauren Betts puts it in. Just adding to their stats. That's what it was. It was padding the stats. Game is over. 79-62 final score. Mystics 3-0 against the Tempo. 79-62 is the final score. Mystics move to 11. What is that? Is that right? 12-10. Mystics move to 12-10 on the season. The Tempo fall to 10-14. 12-10 for the Mystics, 10-14 for the Tempo. They didn't update it on ESPN yet. That's why I almost said the wrong score. Let's take a look at the box score before I head out of here. 79-62 final score. All right, so Toronto outscored Washington 17-12 in the first, 15-14 in the second, and the second half was all Washington. 26-13 in the third, 27-17 in the fourth. I think the Tempo just ran out of gas there. Michaela Onyenwere, 23 minutes, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Iria Fenn with 25 and 14 went out with a towel on her left eye. She took a shot to the eye with 45 seconds to go. 17 and 10 for Shakira Austin with 3 blocks. 2 for Sonia Citron, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 blocks. Not her best night, of course. Georgia Amore, 7 points, 2 assists. Off the bench, Dugalich didn't score. 6 for Lauren Betts with 6 rebounds, 2 steals and a block. Rory Harmon, did she even come in? I don't remember. 5 for Lucy Olsen, 2 for Cody McMahon. 17% for 3 from the Mystics. It didn't matter. They abused them in the paint, though, and they abused them on the boards. Tempo, Izzy Harrison, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 6 fouls. You had 2 for Conde, 7 and 4 for Yuskaita, 8 for Marina Mabrey, 3 for 13, night to forget for her, and 15 for Julie Alamon with 5 rebounds. Niara Sabli, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 for Alexander, 2 for Nurse, and 5 for Pui. They shot 27% from 3. They just got beat in the paint and on the boards. All right. Well, that's it. Salute to everyone who tapped in. Pam, appreciate you tuning in. Hutch, salute for the comment. Thank you. Oh, Rory was out there in garbage time. That's what it was. Salute, Pickleball Pat. Salute to you, my friend. The over 140 was a sweater. Definitely was. Zay says Kiki will be all right. Probably has a black eye. Bring the mask out. You know, the mask be messing with these players' peripheral vision and stuff. So the mask be doing more harm than it's worth. But you got to protect the money maker, which is the face, right? Gotta protect that. All right, y'all. That's it for me. No more games on the W schedule tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. It's Jay Jordan. I'll catch y'all probably tomorrow. Make sure you join the Discord. Link is in the YouTube description. It's on the screen as well. The link is there. If I'm not streaming, I definitely won't be streaming the early games tomorrow. So I'll put it in the Discord for the folk. So make sure you tap in there. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Salute for all the super chats, the super stickers, likes, subscribes, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Appreciate y'all. Catch y'all in the next one. It's Jay Jordan. I'm out. Salute.